Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. I'm Jennifer, and we are going to do a stitch with me. And we are going to be working on the Shepherd's Cottage that is by the artist is Mandie Manzano, and it's charted by Heaven and Earth. And we are stitching this on 18 count. I am up in this little corner up here at the very, very top. Sorry. So we are working on that, and I'm doing this on 18 count. So we're going to get started. So while I get situated and make sure I'm in the right place and get me some scissors, I am going to welcome any new subscribers. If you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. So we're just going to sit and chat and stitch, and I'm just going to tell you what's been going on this week, and you can pull out your stitching and work with me. Oh goodness, I feel like I haven't breathed in 5 minutes, and I'm just kidding. All right, everybody, so how is everybody? What are we working on? I'm steadily I picked this one because I'm going to work on this on my channel for Stitch With Me's and so forth. I'm going to try this. I tried it once before, and I thought, you know what, we're going to try this again. I see a lot of other no, I don't what I was going to say, but we're going to try it this way and see what happens and see what I can do, because I felt like I was boring everybody with just the black on my stained glass cardinals. So I said, yeah, we're going to try something different. So now, everything's going good. School's closed today. Little dude is back there doing his thing. He was up at 5 o'clock this morning. Let me tell you, I tried to sleep in. That didn't happen. He woke me up at 6, getting a shower, and I kind of jumped up because I forgot. I was like, did he forget that there was no school? And so I asked him, I said, did you forget? And he's like, no, I'm taking a shower. I'm like, oh, okay. So he took a shower this morning, and now he's back there playing. I think he's playing video games, or he's watching something. I'm not sure what. So it's a dreary day outside. It's been raining, and I'm not sure if it's still raining. I can't tell. I have a blind open, and I can't tell if it's raining or not, unfortunately. I mean, it looks like it was, or it could be, so I don't know. I have no idea. Couldn't tell you. I mean, I know it rained yesterday, and it rained all night long, so I'm not sure if it's still raining today. Haven't got that far to even tell you, because yeah, it I just know it just kind of looks kind of dreary outside, and the good thing is the temperatures are not bitter cold, and which is a good thing. And we because yeah, that bitter cold that we got the last couple of weeks, oh my God, it was just the most awful thing in the world. I was at work, and it is so cold up at the front of the store where I work, and we had to have our coats on, some of us with our gloves, and some of us with our with our hats on our head, and it was awful. I'm telling you, I've never, and it's been a while since it's been bitter cold here, and it was, yeah, it was no fun. So, thank goodness, yesterday it was like, the temperature was like 50 some degrees yesterday, and I'm not sure what the temperature is supposed to be like today. And the funny thing is, I watched the news this morning, and yeah, I have no idea. I didn't even pay attention. I probably did, and I was just half asleep and half awake. I don't know. And all this cat hair. Me and my cats, I'm telling you. They just love cat hair. They just love to shed, and Athena's shedding like crazy. She got on my lap the other night, and oh my gosh, I pulled clumps. Not clumps, but as I was petting her, yeah, she shed like you wouldn't believe. And yeah, I teased her, and she just looked at me and just kept rubbing herself, and I was like, okay, you're just gonna make it difficult, aren't you? So today I need to vacuum off the couch and the sofa, or the couch and the recliners, because all the cat hair, my gosh, you would think all this cat hair is just, it's annoying. And then it gets on my stuff, and then it gets on my stitching. Even though I have a pillowcase that I cover my stitching with when it's sitting on this, and try to keep it, cat hair free. Doesn't always work. Hasn't been working, but that's okay. So, yeah. So yeah, it's between the cold and the cats, we've all been pretty good. Let's see. I'm thinking here, what else is going on? Been doing some organizing. I feel like that's all I do anymore is organize. I organized some stuff around here, my little stitching spot, and got some of that organized. And then what else? Not really sure what else I did. I'm thinking. Started organizing again in my bedroom, and excuse me. Then excuse me again. Got some of the stuff, situated in there. Still not all the way situated. Still trying to get some stuff situated in there. And everybody, Skylar worked on his room. I helped him out a little bit because he had some things that he wanted me to help him with in there. And my daughter, she cleaned up her room, got that all situated. I made a list of stuff that they each want in their room, and they both need new curtains and stuff like that. So I made a list in my planner, and that way, where am I? Okay. That way, I can kind of have an idea. And then I also need to get my daughter her birthday present, because her birthday is Thursday. So she already told me what she wanted. So, whoops, wrong spot. That does not go there. So I've got to, she wants a diamond painting. So I've got to get that or order it. Let's put it that way. I was going to order it last week, but she didn't know what she wanted. Or she was kind of torn between, there were two of them that she wanted that she found on Etsy. So I was kind of like, okay. And I said, well, you need to pick one that you really, 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 really want. And so she picked it. So I have to place the order Thursday. And then I told her, I said, now, because you know, this will probably get here next week. And she's like, that's okay. So we're gonna get that ordered and get that situated. And little dude's birthday is like a week later, and he wants gloves and a hat, so, and a scarf. So I'm gonna get him some of those. And then yeah, he'll get that for his birthday. And I think I'm gonna get him a gift card for his Xbox also. So yeah, we kind of got it all planned out. It's just gonna be, you know, one of those things where stuff is gonna be kind of late. And of course, you know, my daughter did, you know, told me what she wanted for her birthday, but I could have ordered it when I ordered fabric for another project. And I told her, I said, why didn't you tell me? And she's like, I wasn't thinking. Okay. So I told her, I said, okay. So I ordered, and I can't show it to you because it's on my phone. Well, actually, no, I can. Hold on. I'll show you what I ordered. I wanted to one of my goals is to reach 10% on at least one project. And I did. I reached 10% on my Halloween cat. This is what I ordered. It is, what is it called? Hold on. What is it called? Hold on. I don't even remember what it's called. It's called The Old Bookshop Cats from Stitches So Beautiful. And this is the picture. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that just beautiful? Oh my gosh. So I reached 10% on another project on my Halloween cat. And so, and on my stained glass dragons. Excuse me. So I am I'm waiting for the fabric to come, and then I will start that one. And that's why I chose to take one of my projects and make it just mainly, you know, stitch with me for the channel, which is fine, you know. I've done it before, but yeah, it's never stuck to it. So we're going to try it this time. So, yeah, so that's basically what's been going on lately. Let's see what else. I did get my book challenges done or started for this year, and of course I haven't really had a whole lot of time to sit and read. I've been taking my earbuds with me to work and listening on the way when I'm, walking to and from work, and uh, getting, making a little dent there, not making a big dent like I want to, but it's all good. And then one day I caught up on YouTube. I have a couple more channels that I need to watch, and then I should be fully caught up. And I watched Stuart Stitches. I love watching him. He is, I just love watching him. I love watching, his progress. He does more progress than I do. I don't rotate every week like I wanted to, or like I have been, or was there for a while. But yeah, oh my gosh, I just love watching him. And I watched the Spartan Stitcher, which is Kim Hollenbeck, and there was a couple other people. I don't remember who else I watched. But I have a bunch more I need to watch. So today or tomorrow, because I have the next 3 days off, I'm going to get caught up on those. And yeah, I need to do a floss tube. But I haven't really, rotated projects. It's only been the one project. And so I kind of feel bad y'all haven't seen any, other projects than my stained glass cardinals, and I do apologize, but I was working on it, and I'm getting ready to rotate it out, so hopefully I'll do a floss tube soon. We shall see. Just all depends. It's been it's just been a lot going on. I'm trying to think what else has been going on. Justin bought, oh my gosh, let me tell you. Justin bought a new tower for his computer, and he wanted to, he had it delivered here. Why, I'm not sure. I didn't ask. And he let me know, and I said, okay. So he sat here all day one day waiting for that thing. And it finally came like sometime after like 6 or 7 o'clock. And I told him, I said, really? He's like, yeah, Mom. I'm like, okay. So he came and got it the next day because he didn't have, he left, and because he had to get back home. Don't ask me. I don't ask questions when it's my kid. I don't ask. Ever since he moved out, yeah. So he came and got it, and then when I got home the night that it was delivered, that thing was huge. I'm telling you, I have never seen a big, huge tower like that. And so when he came and got it the next day, I just looked at him and I was like, really? He said, what? I said, that thing is huge. He says, yeah, I know. I'm like, dude, what are you going to do with the thing? And he just looked at me and he's like, Mom, I'm a gamer. Okay. So, yeah, that thing is there. And, oh, my God. I'm telling you, guys, that thing is huge. I had never in my life seen a tower that big. And I just like, okay. And so he took it home and got it all set up. And I was just like, wow, okay. And so he he got that all set up. And, but yeah, that thing is like huge. He's become, when he's not working, he's become this big gamer, but he doesn't really, I don't know if he does a whole lot on YouTube. I stopped following him. Or I think I'm unsubscribed from him. I haven't watched him in like forever. So, but, yeah, he does a lot of stuff. And, he told me one of his goals is to eventually, you know, be big like some of these gamers are that are on TV. And I've got a knot in my thing. And it's not coming out. Okay. So, he's, you know, that's his big thing. And I'm like, okay. He says, kind of like what you want to do, Mom. I was like, what? He's like, where you want to, you know, have your channel, you know, monetized. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not really stressing about it. And it'll happen when it happens. And he was like, well, yeah, still the same goal. And I said, yeah, okay. So he and I think, and I kind of stopped watching him because he was kind of embarrassed that I was liking his videos. And he asked me to stop. He said, Mom, it's kind of embarrassing. And I said, well, people don't know I'm your mother on YouTube. And, you know, his friends anyway. And the people that, you know, he games or whatever. And I told him, I said, so, you know, he's like, but still, it's embarrassing. It's kind of awkward. I'm like, okay. So I don't watch anymore just because I watch, but I don't like his videos because, yeah, he thinks it's awkward, which is, you know, he's 20 some years old. So it is what it is. So, yeah. Ugh, my nose itches. But life in general has been kind of quiet, steady. Little dude going back and forth to school. He's doing okay. No more slips in the you know, on the ice because there really hasn't been any. And yeah, so it's been, you know, steady, busy, not, you know, crazy, insane busy, but it's been busy and all that good stuff. It's, it's not been boring. I'll tell you that much. I will give you that much. All right, let me see. Where am I at? See, now I go here. And I'm going to need to mark these off after I do this. Maybe. Let's see. There. What else have we got going on around here today or this week? Not a whole lot because, like I said, it's just been busy. We just, yeah, it's been, it's the kind of the week that I really like when it's kind of, you know, quiet and, or not quiet, but where it keeps you from being bored. And I was able to get some stitching done, and it felt good to be able to, you know, get some done. And where am I? Okay. I was, I mean, granted, it was all the black, but right now I'm getting ready to rotate that out, and don't know what I'm going to start next. I have to look at my planner because I'm doing the series of challenges from Cross and Crafts, and I have to look at the next book series to see that I have that I'm doing, to see what's next, because I don't remember, and then go from there, because I'm not really sure what's going on and what I'm going to do yet. So I had to put one aside. I put Jungle aside from Sarah Marchetti, and because I don't even remember why. I think because I kind of got bored, and little dude was just like, Mom, I'm not really worried about it, blah blah blah, just stitch it when you can and give it to me. And I'm like, okay. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to sit down this afternoon, because the fabric doesn't come till tomorrow, but I'm gonna sit down this afternoon and figure out which one I'm gonna work on, or if I'm gonna, I don't know yet. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah. So, we'll see. I haven't got that far yet. I'm still trying to wake up this morning, which is always fun, because I'm still on my first cup of coffee, and I probably will need another cup. Speaking of coffee, I need to take a sip. And, oh, yeah, I have to tell y'all a funny story. I was waiting on a customer yesterday. Now, mind you, all the Easter candy is out already. So, and mind you, Valentine's Day was Saturday. So, yesterday I was ringing up a customer, and she and I were laughing. And I looked at her and I was like, or no, she looked at me, and we were talking about Valentine's Day. And I turned around and I said, well, I'm just going to make you, even more, confused. And she looked at me and she said, what do you mean? And I said, Easter candy's out. And she happened to look. Now, where the register I was at, here's my register, and back here is the display for the Easter candy. So she turned around and she looked at me and she says, no. And I said, yeah, I know. And she says, but Valentine's Day was just yesterday. And I said, yes, I know. So we were joking and all that good stuff. And so she went to leave. And after I, checked her all out and gave her all of her change, she turned around and she looked at me. She says, you have a happy Easter in the middle of February. And I turned around and looked at her and I said, the same to you. And we just started laughing. So, yeah, she couldn't believe it. And I couldn't either. I was like, Valentine's Day hasn't even, finished. Hasn't even passed good yet. And the Easter candy's already out. So, yeah, it was funny. She was laughing, I was laughing, and I thought, yeah, okay, we're just gonna, but, no, I can't believe the Easter candy's out already. I was just like, yeah, can it not? But it's out, and it's February. I mean, I could understand if they put it out, the last week of February to the beginning of March. But yeah, I'm kind of like, I don't understand why, you know, they're trying to rush the holidays. I mean, like, they rushed Halloween, they rushed Christmas, and it drove me crazy. I was just like, yeah. So, yeah, Easter candy's out, and driving me insane. But, yeah, it is what it is. And then I had another customer come up, and she, I don't know what her problem was. I really, truly don't. She was just kind of like, I guess she was concerned about the plants that were sitting out on display. And she, you know, was like wanting to know when the plants get watered. And I'm going to be honest, I have no idea. I couldn't tell you when they get watered. I truly have no clue. And I told her, I said, I'm not really sure, but, you know, I can go and find out. Well, I went to go and find out, and she disappeared. And I was like, okay. And don't know why she didn't wait. I'm assuming she just wanted to, I don't know. I really, truly don't. And I thought, okay. So I was going to go look for her. And my supervisor, Cynthia, she was like, what's wrong? And I told her. And I said, I don't know what happened. I said, she asked me. And I told her I was going to go and get the information for her that she wanted. And then she just disappeared. And we never did find her. So it was like, my thing was, why are you going to ask me a question like that? And then, yeah, I didn't understand that one. So I thought, oh, okay, I hope this isn't the way the day is going to go. Because I really, really, truly did not want it to be one of those days where I just wanted that, you know, was one of those days where I probably was going to be annoyed and irritated. And I didn't want it to be one of those days. But it wasn't. But it was just, it was really confusing. And I was just like, how in the world? But never did find her. It never, I don't know. I don't know what happened. But it was like, oh well. So I just went on about my business. And of course, I got off at 7:45. I was really, really tired. I came home, and I was going to cross-stitch some when I got home. And by the time I got here and sat down, I was like, you know what? I just don't even, I just didn't even feel like picking up a needle. And I just said, nah, not going to do it. Not happening. And so what did I do? I just sat here, and finally, like 10 o'clock, I went to bed because I was exhausted. And honestly, I don't even remember falling asleep. I remember laying down, but then after that, I don't remember anything after that, which was kind of a good thing because I must have needed my sleep. I really, really, truly must have needed my sleep because it's been, it was busy all weekend in the store, and then it's been a mess. But yeah, so cat hair. I'm telling you, all this cat hair is driving me bonkers, guys. Time I turn around, I'm seeing either that or my hair. Never fails, but that's okay. All right. What else is going on? Trying to think. As I sit here and gaze and daydream to myself, I'm just kidding. My. I'm trying to, oh my gosh, my brain is like mush this morning. Let's see. Honestly, I have no idea. Let's see. What has been going on? Let's see. I've been I can't even remember what I was going to say now. Oh, I've made plan. I know I'm a little, ahead of the game here, way ahead of the game, because, Christmas isn't for however many months. We have Rehoboth outlets that is like an hour away. So I've already kind of made a trip, and I'm going to schedule a Christmas shopping trip and go over there for Christmas and get some stuff for, everybody for Christmas. And then kind of got that all situated and decided, and then that way, I can kind of start planning out what I want. This all started because I was gushing over a customer who had a coat from Colombia, and I wanted one. I've always wanted one. Well, no, recently I've just kind of become obsessed with one, only because, the customer was telling me, they're very warm inside and so forth and durable. And I thought, yeah, I've got to get me one. I just want one. And so, she was telling me, well, they have a Columbia store in Rehoboth at the outlet. And I was like, no, I didn't know that. So that's what kind of started it all. And I was just like, yeah, I got to, I really, 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 really have got to go over there. I've never been. I want to go. So I asked my daughter's boyfriend yesterday, I said, do you mind, if I schedule this, kind of, decide this, would you be willing to go with us? And he's like, I don't see why not. And I said, okay. I was just wanting you to know because, yeah. So, because I'm obsessed with these Columbia coats. Because everybody, there's been a couple of people at work that have one. And I really, really, I want one. And it was either that or North Face. And I can't justify a North Face coat to save my butt. Only because I looked those up and they're expensive as all get go. So, yeah. I'm not trying to. They're a little more expensive than Columbia. So, I'm not trying to justify that with that. There was just no way. So, that's my plan for next Christmas. I know, right? Why even do it now? I don't know. So just kind of, I like to try to be prepared for, every year, but lately I haven't. So I'm kind of trying to make a plan for, this coming Christmas, because yeah, we got to be planned. It's got to be, So, yeah. So yeah, that's kind of my plan, and for that. But other than that, really not been a whole lot going on. We I mean, I come home, I go to work, and don't really do a whole lot. It's just, that's the way it's been. So, because I'm one of those people, I don't go anywhere unless I have to. So yeah, that's been my thing. So anything else? You guys, I really, really, truly don't know. Oh, we found out what was wrong with the dishwasher. I don't know if I told you all. I think I told you all last time. Our dishwasher wasn't working. It was leaking. Come to find out, we found out what was wrong with it. And little dude found out what was wrong with it. Not anybody else. Little dude. We have a filter in it. So he took the filter out and cleaned it and then put it back. And now it's fine. And I don't know why got him to look and check at that. I'm not sure. My daughter let me know one day when I called home on my lunch break. She's like, yeah, he fixed it. And I was like, he fixed it? I said, what do you mean he fixed it? And she said, yeah, he fixed it. It was the filter. And I said, what do you mean? She said the filter was, he took it out and cleaned it. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that, that was a thing to part of, I had no clue that was a thing. And she said, yeah. I was like, okay. So he did that, and now it works fine. So that was fixed. Don't ask me. I had no idea that, that was a thing. I really, truly didn't. I was kind of like, oh. Now why does a piece of this is falling out? So yeah, we, that was a thing, which I had no idea. But yeah, why does this, I have a piece of my fabric keeps falling and going down, and I don't want to like stitch it into the back of the thing. So let's see. I'm thinking, I'm trying to remember what I was going to say, and I don't remember. I really, truly don't. I forgot that quick. That's bad. Let's see. What am I doing? I goofed somewhere. Did I? Yes. I'm sitting here steadily running my mouth talking to you all, and I goofed. Oops. I have to frog out this 2 stitches. I didn't realize that I goofed. Oopsie. I mean, it's only 2 stitches, which is fine. But I didn't realize. I was sitting here and I'm like, wait a minute, this doesn't look right. And it didn't. So yes, I'm a licker, can't you tell? That is, I've always been like that. I have not tried the needle threaders yet. I don't know why. I'm not sure why I haven't like taken that plunge. I don't know. It's like, I guess it's just a habit that I've learned. My mother taught me, and she's the one that taught me to cross stitch. So maybe, you know, it just kind of always been something I've always done. I don't know. Who knows? But, that is not something that I have tried to yet. I think I have one. I think I was given one as a free gift, you know, from buying, ordering something a long time ago. And I think I have one somewhere. Like, you know, I'm still kind of organizing over here and trying to, you know, get all my, you know, little notions and cross stitch, you know, supplies and accessories all kind of where they're, you know, in easy reach. And so yeah, it's probably over here somewhere. It's just one of those things where I have to find it and I guess try it, because everybody seems to, you know, like working with them and using them. Okay. Now we will go to the next one. The next. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Oopsie. All right, come on. Get in here. There we go. Okay, so I think that's all I have to tell you guys about today, or all I have to share today. So I didn't get very many stitches in, as you guys can see. Usually, if I'm stitching or trying to do a stitch with me, I try to get as many in as possible. But today I didn't get as many in as I thought I was going to get. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know how many I got in, so I have to check in just a second. So, let's see. Let's see. 10. This is one thing about these cross stitch programs I really like, because I like these, you know, and I wanted to do a scene capture on my video, but I don't have the right software so you guys can see what I'm doing. And yeah. Okay, so far I've only done 123 stitches. So that's, it's okay. It is what it is. So I am going to end it here, and I'm going to get off of here and get some things done and eat some breakfast because I haven't had breakfast yet. So I hope everybody has a great day, and I will see everybody next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, everybody.